Okay, students, listen this question and let us solve it. Find the derivative of cos x using first principle. Using first principle. So here is given cos x. First principle means finding derivative. That is f dash of x limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. This is first principle. So in this, the given question is f of x equal to cos x. We need to find f dash of x. That means f dash of cos x we have to find. So by applying in the first principle f of x equal to cos x, in place of f of x plus h we can write cos x plus h. In place of minus f of x we can write minus cos x by h. So this is cos x minus cos y. That identity what we studied in the trigonometry, cos x minus cos y. So cos x minus cos y, we will know that already minus 2 times sin x plus y by 2 sin x minus y by 2. Just same identity, right hand side is available in the numerator. So left hand side in the identity, left hand side in the trigonometry function available in the f dash of x first principle formula. So right hand side we can take it. What we get? Minus 2 times sin x plus h plus x by 2. Then sin x plus h minus x by 2. Now according to here minus here plus. Sorry. So first factor what happened, minus 2 sin 2x plus h by 2 because x plus x 2x plus h by 2. But second function x get cancelled, just x by 2 second. Here in denominator alone we can multiply and divide. Multiply and divide 2. If you multiply and divide 2, the denominator what will happen, h by 2. Here also h by 2. Sin h by 2 by h by 2 it is equal to 1. Already we know that limit h tends to 0, sin h by h is equal to 1. So this part, this factor become 1. So any number multiply with 1, the answer is that number itself. So only that part we are taking. What is there? Minus 2 sin of 2x plus h by 2 whole divided by 2. So denominator 2 and numerator 2 get cancelled. Then minus sin 2x plus h by 2. Now substituting h value 0 in this limit. Substituting the limit here. So h, if I limit 0, if I apply, what I get? Sin 2x by 2 will get. So 2 get cancelled. Numerator and denominator get cancelled. So I get minus sin 2x. What else I get? Minus sin 2x. Isn't it? Here minus is a minus sin 2x. Minus sin 2x by 2. So this 2 and that 2 get cancelled. Numerator and denominator get cancelled. So the last answer is minus sin x. It means that when you differentiate cos x, you will get minus sin x. Hope you understand well. Come on, let's see some other question. Look at this question. Here question is asked, find the derivative of sin x cos x. So sin x times cos x. This is both are product. Both are factors to each other. So we can consider u equal to sin x and v equal to cos x. Product rule we can use it. uv whole dash is equal to u dash v plus u v dash. So here the meaning of this question, what we have to do it, sin x cos x the whole dash, that is the meaning. That means f dash of sin x cos x we can say, or d by dx of sin x cos x we can say. Okay, according to the formula product rule, u dash, so sin dash f dash of sin x cos x, u dash va. Then u is what? Sin x, so sin x here. Then f dash of cos x. Okay, the same product rule I made it like this. Right hand side part I made it f dash of sin x times cos x, then sin x times f dash of cos x. So f dash of sin x, the derivative of sin x is cos x we know. Already here cos x existing. So cos x into cos x plus sin x is there. F dash of cos x is minus sin x. So sin x into minus sin x. So cos x into cos x will become cos square x. Sin x into minus sin x will become minus sin square x. Cos square x minus sin square x is equal to cos 2x. Already we know that formula cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sin square x. That's why directly we can write cos 2x. So from this we can conclude, according to this question, f dash of sin x cos x which is equal to cos 2x. Okay. Suppose in place of both are factors, both functions are factors. Suppose both are added, then what happens? Same question. Then each one we have to differentiate and get this result. That's all. See, find f dash of sin x plus cos x means f dash of sin x is cos x. F dash of cos x is minus sin x. That's the answer over. For this question, answer is cos x minus sin x. Got it? The same way, suppose the question is f dash of sin x minus cos x they are asking. So first differentiate sin x and differentiate cos x. Sin x if I differentiate, I will get cos x. Then cos x differentiate minus sin x. Already minus is existing. Minus minus plus sin x. So when we differentiate f dash of sin x minus cos x, we get answer cos x plus sin x. Hope you understand very well. When product two functions or factors, then we have to use product rule. That you need to remember. Hope you understand well. Come on, let's see next question. Look at the question. Find the derivative of secant x. So directly secant x, how to find the derivative we do not know. Isn't it? So whatever we know, by using that we can study. Known to unknown. So we are considering f of x equal to secant x. Then f of x secant x means we can write 1 by cos. Differentiation of cos x already we know. Right? By using this we can proceed. 1 by cos, it is in the form of p by q, that is rational function. So we can consider numerator as u equal to 1, denominator as v equal to cos x. So u by v, quotient rule we can use it. U by v whole dash equal to u dash v minus u v dash by whole v square. U dash v minus u v dash by v square. The dash stands for derivative. You have to find the derivation of this. Correct? So given f of x, we can find f dash of x like this. F dash of x equal to f dash of 1 because u dash. U we consider 1. F dash of 1. V is cos x. Then minus symbol minus. Then u 1 I wrote. V dash means f dash of cos x by v square. V square is what? Cos. So cos x square. Any constant when you differentiate you get answer 0. So f dash of 1 is 0 into cos x. Then negative sign. Negative. Now 1 into 1. Cos is differentiate minus sin x. Just now we learned. Isn't it? Cos is differentiate we get minus sin x by cos. So first term becomes 0 because 0 into everything is 0. Limit. So minus into minus plus sin x by denominator cos x square. So cos x square I can split like this. Sin x by cos into 1 by cos. Then when you multiply you get sin by cos x square. Sin by cos we know that is tan x. 1 by cos we know that is sec x. So from this we can conclude that when we differentiate secant x, we get the result secant x tan x. Got it? Now see the next question. Find the derivative of 5 secant x plus 4 cos x. That means given question we can consider f of x equal to 5 secant x plus 4 cos x. F dash of x. Already we know. Just now we learned. Secant x, when you differentiate you get secant x tan x. So 5 as a factor we keep it. Secant x differentiate secant x tan x we get. Then 4 cos x. So cos x differentiate will get minus x. So 5 multiply inside 5 secant x tan x. 4 into minus sin x minus 4 sin x. So when we differentiate 5 secant x plus 4 cos x, we get 5 secant x tan x minus 4 sin x. Hope you understand that. So here from this questions we understand that previous question result we are using the next question. Isn't it? So cos x when you differentiate we get minus sin x. Sin x when you differentiate we get cos x. Secant x when you differentiate we get secant x tan x. So far we learned like all this. So you need to remember and you can use it for further questions how to solve it. Find the derivative of cosecant x. Find the derivative of cosecant x. So here given that f of x equal to cosecant x. So cosecant x directly we do not know what is the derivative of it. Whatever we know by using that we can do. Known to unknown we can do. Known thing sin we know because cosecant x is inverse of sin or we can say reciprocal of sin x is equal to cosecant x. 1 by sin x equal to cosecant x. So cosecant x I can write 1 by sin x. So it is in the form of p by q. So I can use quotient rule. Let u equal to 1 and v equal to sin x. U equal to 1 and v equal to sin x. Okay. So quotient rule u by v the whole dash equal to u dash v minus u v dash by v square. V dash u dash means nothing but derivative you have to find out. So f of x we find we assume 1 by sin x. So f dash of x you have to use f dash of 1 u is 1 right. So f dash of 1 v is sin x wrote. Then minus u 1 we wrote into v dash. V dash was sin f dash of sin x by v square. V square is what? Sin x the first. Okay, how we did for secant x, same thing. there we use cos as a denominator, here sin as a denominator because cosecant. Okay, when you differentiate constant, we get 0 into sin x, then minus, then 1 into, when you differentiate sin x, we get plus cos x. When you differentiate sin x, we get plus cos x. Okay, divided by sin x the whole square. Sin x the whole square. 0 and everything 0. So minus cos x by sin x the whole square. We get minus cos x by sin x the whole square. So we can make as two factor. Cos x by sin x into 1 by sin x. Cos x by sin x into 1 by sin x. We know that cos by sin is cot. So minus cos x by sin x is equal to minus cot x. 1 by sin x cosecant x. So from this we can conclude that when we differentiate cosecant x, we get result minus cosecant x cot x. Got it? So this is the result for the question number 4 from this question. Question number 11, subdivision, 4th question. Okay, now 5th question is it. Question number 11, 5th question. 3 cot x plus 4 cosecant x. Before finding derivative of 3 cot x plus 4 cosecant x, we need to know what is cot x differentiate. What is differentiation of cot x? What is differentiation of cosecant x? Differentiation of cosecant x just now we learned minus cosecant x cot x. Differentiation of cot x already we learned minus cosecant square x. Differentiation of cot x is nothing but minus cosecant square. So directly we can apply. So given question we can consider as f of x equal to. Then f dash of x we need to find out. So f dash of x equal to, in place of cot x I can write minus cosecant square x. So 3 cot x replaced minus 3 cosecant square x. Then in place of cosecant square x, when you differentiate we will get minus cosecant x cot x. So 4 minus 4 cosecant x cot x. So both terms have negative sign. So negative sign I have taken commonly out. I get 3 cosecant square x plus 4 cosecant x cot x. Or I can take minus cosecant x also as a common factor out. Then I will get 3 minus 4 cot x. Either way I can do it. So this is the required result for this question number 5. 3 cot x plus 4 cosecant x. Hope you understand well. Come on, let's see remaining 2 questions from the same question number 11, exercise 13.2. Look at this. Find the derivative of 5 sin x minus cos 6 cos x plus 7. In this question, f of x we can consider as f of x equal to 5 sin x minus 6 cos x plus 7. Okay. When you differentiate sin x, what do we get? Cos x. So 5 sin x differentiation we get 5 cos x. When you differentiate minus 6 I wrote as x. Then cos x differentiate we get minus 7x. If you differentiate 7, I get 0. So the third term will be vanished in this. So then for this question, the required result is 5 cos x, negative 6 and negative sin become plus 6 sin x. So differentiation of 5 sin x minus 6 cos x plus 7 is equal to 5 cos x plus 6 sin x. Okay. Now see the next question. What they get? 2 tan x minus 7 secant x. First we can consider given question as f of x equal to 2 tan x minus 7 secant x. When you differentiate tan x, we get secant square x. So 2 tan x differentiation we get 2 secant square x. When you differentiate secant x, we get tan x secant x or secant x tan x we can say. So minus 7 secant x, when you differentiate, we get minus 7 tan x secant x. So that's all. This is the required result. When we differentiate 2 tan x minus 7 secant x, we get 2 secant square x minus 7 tan x secant x. Okay, hope you understand that. So this exercise is completed. From this exercise we learned some of the important things, like when you differentiate x square we get 2x. When you differentiate x cube we get 3x square. When you differentiate cos x we get minus sin x. Then when you differentiate sin x we get cos x. When you differentiate secant x, we get secant x tan x. When you differentiate cosecant x, we get minus cosecant x cot x. When you differentiate tan x, we get secant square x. When you differentiate cot x, we get minus cosecant square x. Hope you understand well all this. So these are the things we need to remember and we can apply for derivative, finding the derivative of given function. Hope you understand well. Let's see next class. Till then, thank you. Bye bye. See you.